All right, y'all. We are back on the line. Myself and Miss Keli Lewis. Thank you so much. Oh boy, Miss Lewis.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the floor. Okay, you have the floor, and I would love for you because in our conversation, you mentioned your testimony.
Yes, ma'am. Well, listen, I was telling Miss Juliet office line, of course, that I just want to encourage somebody. I know we all have trials, we all have tribulations and things that we go through, and sometimes when you do the work that I do, that the preacher may do, and anyone that's before you, that it looks like they have a light or it looks glamorous, you never know what someone is going through to get to that place. You don't pop out in the spotlight. There's a lot of trouble that you have to be able to overcome and deal with before you get to that place. And so I want anybody right now that's just going through to just be encouraged. I can remember being 12 years old and me and my siblings in a bedroom sleeping. We hear the floor creaking and we like, what is that noise? We come out of our bedroom and it's my uncle. And they tell us that our father, who was in the very next room, had just committed suicide in the next room while we laid in the next room asleep. I was 12 years old. I didn't come from a broken family. My parents were married. We lived with both my mom and my dad. And my dad was dealing with severe depression, and we didn't know. And he committed suicide. As a teenage girl, a preteen, trying to figure out who I was, that came at the most devastating time. Because now here I am in the prime of my teenage or preteen years, and I'm fatherless now. And then my mother struggled to deal with the death of her husband, and so she turned to substance abuse to help her cope with losing her husband. So now not only do I not have a father, but I'm motherless. And so I went throughout my teenage years. My older sister went off to college. My brother was doing his own thing, and it was just me and my younger sister just hanging in there. And there were many days where we had to laugh in the dark because our mother didn't pay the light bill. Where we had to play cards until the sun went down, and then we had to fall asleep early because we didn't have any electricity. And oh, absolutely. And then here I am, a senior in high school, and I become pregnant. I have my first child just months after I graduate. And then another one a few years later. So here I am now, a 20-year-old single mother trying to raise 2 kids on my own, work, and figure it out. I hit rock bottom because I was trying to figure it out alone. What do you mean by that? I mean, ex-Jesus Christ. Keli was trying to figure it out.
Right.
And then I was introduced to, I had always knew the Lord, but I wasn't walking in the way. And someone invited me to come, and I decided, just like, I want to be different. I'm going to be different. And what happened? I had an encounter with Jesus Christ, and my life was never the same again.
Thank you, Lord.
Never the same again. I decided then, as a 21-year-old single mother with 2 kids, that I was going to get myself together. Not just for me, but for these kids that I'm trying to raise, that I want one day to know the ways of the Lord.
Yes.
I had to be, I wasn't a do as I say and not as I do kind of mom. Do as I do. And I wanted them to see me doing it so they would know it can be done. It can be done. I remember not going to college when I had my daughter because I was like, I don't want to be away with a baby. How many years later? Let's see. My daughter was a senior in high school, and we were graduating the same year. I was getting my college degree, and she was getting her high school diploma.
Awesome, yes. God will do it.
Don't let anything stop you.
That's right.
Don't let it stop you. Things happen. Life happens. Things occur. But you're still alive. That means you got another chance to get it together.
Amen.
Whether it be school, your business, your family, your marriage, whatever it is, your church, you still got time to get it together. God's waiting.
That's nice. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, Miss Lewis.
Absolutely. It's been my absolute pleasure.
I love your ministry. You guys, we are going to have Miss Lewis back on. We can fit into her schedule some way, somehow. But I'm going to be pushing.
I sure will.
All right. Please tell them where they could check you out one more time.
Check me out, Facebook, Keli Lewis, KeliLewis. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter. I'm KeliKel98, or you can just put in Keli Lewis and you'll find me. Look me up. I'm there. I'm excited about everything. And keep up with me. I post on all my social media, Instagram. I'm on Snapchat as KeliKel98. Instagram as KeliKel98. Twitter as KeliKel98. You can find me. I like to have a lot of fun. I love to laugh. That's probably the thing I do the most. Everyone who knows me knows I can't be serious to say. I try to be serious. I struggle. And y'all pray. I think I did really good tonight.
Yes.
My husband says, you are never serious. I am. Most of the time I'm serious when I'm talking about Jesus. Outside of that, I'm all about having a great time. I believe that you can be saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and have a good time.
That's right.
So look me up. I'm excited about what God is doing in my life. If you guys would just continue to pray for me as I just go forward. That's it. Whatever God has me doing, I'm going.
Amen. Well, guess what? We're going to have all Miss Keli's information on our Facebook page, and just in case someone's like, I missed that, it's going to be on our page. So you can just catch the link from there and so on. All right. So and cop that album. All right. Power by Keli Lewis. Okay. We're going to have all that information. Go ahead.
Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, and everywhere. Go get Power.
And it's readily available. Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
So I'm going to go out with Power, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Listen, we appreciate you in the spirit of Christ. To the youths, we love you. God bless you. Good night.